Yo, it's your boy, the C to the Y, the G to the Y, Cherry Jerry Bay Bay. And today I'm going to be telling you a little story. Oh boy. Alright. I have talked with the organizers of VOLTCON and I specifically promised to them with every little ounce of patience I have about what happened last weekend that I will give a productive story time podcast about VOLTCON 4. Get it. This is supposed to be VOLTCON 4.0. One of the best VOLTCONs ever. But oh boy, was I in it for a surprise. A really, really messed up surprise. But yeah, I'm going to try my best to pull back on the punches, be a little nice because they have apologized. They messed up. The weather was messed up. They couldn't control some of the aspects of what happened in the conventions. And most importantly, this is what the cosplayers want. Or at least the ones that they chose to listen to. Anyway, so let's start from the very start. I was late. Honestly, I was late. I was supposed to be up 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. It was 10 a.m. in the morning. I was running late as it is. But, I decided to have a little breakfast, take out the laundry, get my cosplay ready. I cosplayed as a pink unicorn because, well, I love unicorns, Unicorns are awesome. Pink is my favorite color. And I also wore my Barbie backpack. I don't usually wear my Barbie backpack a lot because unfortunately there are a lot of sexist, judgmental people in the Philippines, I swear. So I don't usually wear the Barbie backpack a lot. But for those who don't know, you should know I absolutely love Barbie. Am I looking forward to the Barbie movie? Absolutely. I'm gonna be checking it out someday. I just don't know when. Anyway, moving on. The plan was to go to VOLTCON first, and then to SM North EDSA for the cosplay meetup, and then meet up with this guy I had a toy trade deal with. It sounded like an easy day, so I took the MRT all the way to North EDSA, and then I walked all the way from the North EDSA MRT station to Ayala Mall's Cloverleaf. 4 kilometers is nothing for me because I can go. Especially given the fact that I'm a former professional wrestler. Anyway, moving on. I registered for the cosplay parade and then lo and behold, MWU is there. I honestly did not expect MWU to show up. The problem with MWU sometimes is that they don't exactly announce where they will be in their Facebook page. If you haven't already, please like the Multiverse Wrestling Unlimited Facebook page. You're gonna have a grand time watching these cowboys do their thing, and what they do is amazing. We'll get to that. Anyway, so MWU showed up. I wasn't expecting it. I was like, wow, hey guys, what's happening? And then they were like, oh, we're gonna do a show here. And they're like, what? MWU, Multiverse Wrestling Unlimited. Let's do this. Professional wrestling. VOLTCON 4. Get it. Let's do it. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. They told me that at 3 p.m. they're gonna do a performance. And I was like, anime meetup? Forget about it. I don't need to be at the anime meetup. I'll stay right here at VOLTCON and watch you guys do your thing. I'm gonna have an amazing time watching you guys. You guys are awesome. And then I'll race to the toy trade. Yeah, I think I could have made it. But nope, that didn't happen. When I registered for the cosplay parade, they told me that they were gonna do the cosplay parade at 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. And I was like, what? You got an MWU show at 3 p.m. and then you're gonna do the cosplay parade at 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. I think there's something wrong here. But I didn't bring it up really because I'm not an organizer. They know better. Or at least I'd like to think they know better. So I just let them do the thing. 3 p.m., 4 p.m., cosplay parade, 3 p.m., MWU show. Okay, it's not my event. Do your thing. I was there at 1 p.m., 2 p.m. passed, nothing. 3 p.m. passed, I'm supposed to be doing a cosplay parade. I'm supposed to be watching MW, but nope, nothing happened. 4 p.m. passed, nothing happened. 5 p.m. passed, nothing happened. 6 p.m. passed, still nothing. Absolutely nothing. I've been waiting for 5 hours and they did not show anything. fine for 5 hours. Around 6:30, 6:40, MWU was gonna do their show. Like, oh my gosh, finally, something. I've been waiting for 5 hours, but now I'm finally getting something. They even tried to announce that they're gonna do something in 10 minutes. But I guess when they meant 10 minutes, they meant 40 full minutes. When MWU did their skit, the mic sucks. So they switched to another mic, and the other mic sucks. So we're left with mediocre mics in the event. Wow. You pushed back all the festivities and you couldn't even get a brand new mic within 5 hours. Come on, man. I feel sorry for these guys because they're wonderful people and they did a great job in my opinion. It was absolutely criminal for these guys to have their cosplay parade appearance canceled, their live stage performance to be pushed back for 3 hours, and then provide them with mediocre mics during the live stage performance. It's just wrong. Absolutely wrong. And then I finally get to talk to the organizers because I actually recognize one of the organizers. He sent me a friend request a year ago. I just wanted to clarify it. I had nothing bad to say to him about VOLTCON. I was planning to hold back all of these comments that I had for VOLTCON, but no, he asked for it. He straight up asked me, hello, yes, is there any problems? Is there any situation that we could help you with? And I straight up told him, I don't know. Should I tell it to you? Should I tell it to the public in my vlog? Should I podcast it? And then we gone through my frustrations with VOLTCON, with the cosplay parade, the cosplay battle, the NWU live show, and the fucked up mics. He immediately apologized to me and probably took on more blame than he should have. And then he told me he was waiting for some cosplayers to show up because the rain was hectic outside. And yeah, that was true. The rain was hectic outside. How do I know? I took a photo with Jollibee. Just right outside Jollibee, I saw the window and it was raining like cats and dogs outside. I would like to believe it's been raining like cats and dogs outside for a very long time. Thus why these cosplayers that he was waiting for didn't make it. And then he asked cosplayers if they wanted to push through with the cosplay parade. And then he claims that the cosplayer said cancel the cosplay parade and push through with the cosplay battle. So yeah, I don't blame them because by that point, many of us were just frustrated and tired and just wanted to push through with the festivities so that we can have some fun and go home. But don't put that entirely on the cosplayers, man. This was your fault. You made us wait for 5 hours because your cosplayers weren't there. You prioritized a bunch of cosplayers who didn't show up rather than prioritizing the cosplayers who are already there. Honestly, I felt insulted. I felt genuinely insulted because I'm there. There were cosplayers already there. MWU was there. We could have gotten one of the guys to dress up in their Spider-Man outfit and show the kids a good time. But apparently the handful of cosplayers that were already there, MWU and me, was not enough for his cosplay parade. He needed more people. I wasn't enough for you, MWU wasn't enough for you, the cosplayers who were already there wasn't enough for you. Don't put that on the cosplayers that made that decision for you. Put some of that blame on yourself. I was never even asked my opinion. Sure, I would have probably said cancel the cosplay parade at that point because you made us wait for 5 full hours. For me to say that I'm frustrated and insulted is honestly me putting it kindly, putting it lightly, because I could verbally rip a new asshole on VOLTCON 4. Get it right now and bury it 6 feet under. But I promised the organizers that I'm not gonna do that. It's because they've apologized. There were factors in the event that they couldn't control, and they tried their very best to make chicken salad out of manure. Not chicken shit, but straight up manure. Making chicken salad out of manure is not an easy task. Like I said, I'm not an organizer, so I have to be more understanding about the situation they've put themselves in. I was at the first VOLTCON, if I'm not mistaken. VOLTCON in Ali Mall. I had an amazing time there. I managed to do a podcast with my girlfriend about My Hero Academia. Reshot the podcast at VOLTCON, and it was an amazing podcast. The first VOLTCON was great. I'm just being honest here. This VOLTCON was bad. Just straight up bad. And I'm being nice here. I've given my raw, unfiltered, somewhat nice criticism about VOLTCON. Let's go with the suggestions. Cosplay parade, push through with it. Stick to the plan. You had the cosplay parade happening at 3 p.m. Do the cosplay parade at 3 p.m. with me, NWU, and the handful of cosplayers already there. Also, the cosplay rest area, or at least what I'm assuming is the cosplay rest area, it would have been nice that there were more chairs and an electric fan, just like in the cosplay rest area that I've been to, that was heavily criticized by netizens. But in this case, yeah, the cosplay rest area in VOLTCON, or at least what I'm assuming is the cosplay rest area in VOLTCON, could have used some chairs, an electric fan, but it was formidable per se. It was already good enough. I'm not gonna complain. And the stage, well, I don't know how to feel about the stage, because it seemed like any person in this case in a costume can go on stage and do whatever they want and get it on video. I feel that it's very awesome as a convention goer, but for events etiquette, I don't think that that's a good thing. It's a minor red flag. But yeah, it's not my event. You want to have random people use your stage and possibly break shit, that's on you. Hopefully it works out well on you. And I hope it did work out well on you during your week-long VOLTCON festivities. It would have sucked if something actually did break, or somebody actually got in there and did something that they were not supposed to do. I hope nobody got up in there and did something that they're not supposed to do, because I was just there for one day. This is like a week-long VOLTCON. Then yeah, there were like cosplayers running around with a giant flag. I did not like that, because that cosplayer could have hurt somebody. I'd like to see you try do that in school. You'll get reprimanded and suspended in school right away for doing such stupid bullshit, running around with a giant flag around school. It would have been nice if some of the cosplayers were more mindful with their actions in public. But that wasn't the case in VOLTCON. That's not the organizer's fault. The organizer can only do so much. I'm glad that the security was lenient and understanding with the immaturity of many of the cosplayers. Many of these cosplayers are just a bunch of kids, you know? Next time, be more mindful with your actions and don't hurt anyone. Please subscribe to The Cherry Show down below right now and continue supporting my channel by buying things from my Shopee account. For my closing remarks, I would just like to say, Ayala Mall's Cloverleaf isn't exactly the most accessible mall out there, okay? VOLTCON pushed it a little bit with the accessibility of Cloverleaf. But you know, who am I to judge? You could have taken the LRT from Roosevelt to Balintawak and take the 9 peso ride that takes you to Cloverleaf. Many of the cosplayers that I know, not necessarily all cosplayers that I know, okay, but many went to ToyCon instead, happening at Ayala Mall's Manila Bay. Yeah, they didn't want to go to Ayala Mall's Cloverleaf, they want to be at Manila Bay. That's another factor to consider as to why cosplayers didn't exactly show up for Cloverleaf, because they were all partying somewhere else. I'm sorry, VOLTCON, but that's how it is. Now, about the apology you gave me, I accept your apology. There are no hard feelings between me and you, me and VOLTCON, me, the organizers. We're all cool. I have no grudges against any of you. But you need to understand that VOLTCON 4. Get It was a pain in the ass. I walked 4 kilometers, maybe even more kilometers, given that I had to walk from Roosevelt to the nearest MRT station. I wasted some money, not a lot of money, but rather a decent, formidable amount of money on food and transport, because I still had to take the MRT. I still had to stay hydrated. And most importantly, I had to eat, because you had me waiting for 5 full hours. It couldn't be stressed enough. For 5 full hours, you had me with my head up in my ass waiting for an announcement that never came. I was told at the cosplay parade registration that there will be an announcement regarding the cosplay parade. That announcement never came. I had to talk to you just to find out about the cosplay parade being cancelled. If I never went to you, I would have had my head up in my ass for several more hours waiting for you to make an announcement that apparently you never had intentions of making. But that's okay, it's because I know that your mics are fucked anyway, and I can barely understand what you're saying in the mic. These are things that you need to be taking note of, because you're playing with time here. You're playing with money here. People's money, not yours. People's time, not yours. Prioritize the people who are there. Don't prioritize the people who aren't there. Because if you're catering to the people who are not gonna even show up, who are not even there, then you're gonna make the people who are already there, who are already buying your stuff, who are already set and ready to go, more and more unhappy. In this case, you made people like me very unhappy. Maybe I'm just the minority. There were people who were pretty happy with the event as it is. That's why you never bothered to ask for my opinion about canceling the cosplay parade. Oh, and another thing. Plugging your shop just immediately after apologizing kind of fucks up the sincerity behind your apology. I'm just saying, but we're cool.
In Ayala Mall's Cloverleaf, Quezon City, in a collaboration with Team Cosplay Philippines and Sound Blaster, we would like to greet a very special Happy Father's Day to all dads out there. Happy Father's Day po sa inyong lahat.